Tesla finally refreshed the Model S. Let's talk about it. So if you go back and you compare 2012 Model S to last year's 2020 model, you actually wouldn't see that many differences in the refreshes. That's because most of the refreshes were happening in the interior. So when Tesla halted the production of the Model S just a few weeks back, everybody was expecting a big refresh. There was a bunch of rumors and leaks going out, so Tesla really surprised us when they dropped the ball on us and we got it earlier this week. But we got exactly what we thought we were going to get when they rolled out the 2021 refreshed Model S. So today we're going to be going over my top 7 details that I saw in the refreshed Model S. Let's talk about it. So if we look at Tesla's page right now, they have the long-range Model S that has the 412-mile range with a top speed of 155 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 acceleration in 3.1 seconds. Then, if you notice, there is no longer a performance model. Now there is a Plaid and a Plaid Plus. So the Plaid is going to start at $119,000, and now your range is going to be 390 miles with a top speed of 200 and a 0 to 60 of 1.99 seconds. So a few months back on Battery Day when they released the Model S Plaid, that was the one that was supposed to get 520 miles of range, 200 top speed, and 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. But since the refresh, now there's the Plaid and the Plaid Plus. So the one from Battery Day is now the Plaid Plus, and the old performance model is now considered just the Plaid. So there's the long range, the Plaid, and the Plaid Plus. So now moving on to the exterior, we're going to be talking about the Chrome Delete. So Tesla really seems to be going in this direction ever since they started implementing it on the Model 3s and the Model Ys. So what the Chrome Delete is, there used to be chrome handles and chrome finish around the exterior of the car, but what people would do is after they'd buy it, they'd go to a detail shop and they'd wrap it itself. So now Tesla's cutting out the middleman and they're putting this matte black on the handles and on the exterior. I personally love it. So that was the really only big difference I saw for the exterior. So now moving on to the interior where most of the improvements came this year. So I have to start with the new steering wheel. Now this seems to be the direction that Tesla's heading in ever since they unveiled that Tesla had this racer type steering wheel a few years ago. And now it looks like they've implemented it into their Model S. Moving on to the next point, and most notably in my opinion, there is no longer a gear shifter or turn signals on the steering wheel. Elon soon revealed after the refresh was released when he tweeted out that the new Model S will guess the drive direction based on obstacles that the car's sensors pick up. He also states you can override this option on the touchscreen, so I'm sure we'll get more information on this once the cars start shipping out. He also says that he thinks once you get used to no gear shifter, that there's really no turning back. The next change in the Model S is taking a note from the younger counterpart, the Model 3, and instead of a vertical touchscreen, it now has a horizontal touchscreen. They did in fact though keep the screen behind the steering wheel, which I personally love because I really feel like that really differentiates between the Model 3 and Y and the S and X. The touchscreen system is also powered by a chip with 10 teraflops of processing power, which Elon was very happy to announce. We can play Cyberpunk and Witcher 3 while waiting for the car to charge up. There's also a new screen in the back seats, which I'm guessing the back passengers can control their AC on, but it's also shown that you can play games on there, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Personally, if you look down too long, you might get car sick and ruin the white interior. Moving on to the next detail, it's a really blink if you miss it one, but it looks like that instead of the door handle, there's now a door button, and my guess is that it would be a touch sensitive one, so instead of actual button that you would lift or press, you just simply put a little bit of pressure on it and then the door would simply open. Lastly, and this one really standed out to me, there's no more physical vents inside of the Model S. It looks like from here on out, just like the Model 3 and the Model Y, there's a single vent that runs across the dash that you can control, as well as the airflow on the touchscreen. It's extremely customizable in the new tech, and Tesla even stated that it feels like the air is coming out from the two screens due to the airflow being directed by the screens and over the screens. So those are just a few things that I caught in the Model S refresh. I'm going to be going over some more things in the coming videos. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. You can sub right here, and eventually there's going to be more videos you can watch right here. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.